You talked a little bit about the preventative piece, putting in those safeguards ahead of time so that it's harder for malicious actors to come in and run the scam. And I've always said, as someone in fraud mitigation, that they're going to take the scam and run it on any platform that they could get. And that's whether it's at a bank. That's the old school way to do things. They would actually show up at a bank and defraud that way, in person, over the counter, hand over the money. Now they're using digital platforms to do that. We've done some talks about what happens in the metaverse. The metaverse is already here and people are using it, and those threat actors are in that space as well. So you're right, scammers are going to scam. It's just a matter of where they're doing it. As we close out today, can you give our viewers some tips on what they can do as consumers? Or business owners, some steps that they can take to prevent fraud from happening to them or to their businesses. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's not if, it's when. It's going to happen. You have to have a plan in place. You have to look at ways to prevent this sort of thing from happening. And it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Because as scammers try to scam you, try to scam people within your company, try to scam customers, you'll get better. You'll get more resilient. You will build a better business. It's almost like they are testing controls within your business to make it better. And if you make it better and better and better, then you have a competitive advantage where your way of doing things with your business is safer than the alternatives. It's safer than pen and pad. It's safer than Craigslist. It's safer than Facebook Marketplace. So now this is an expense. This is an investment, and you have now a selling tool. This is the safest place to conduct business in this industry. Therefore, you should do business with us.
Wow. Bryan, you said something so profound I've never heard anybody say. When we talk about extreme ownership and leadership, you said it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. I've never heard anybody take that perspective on fraud. That, when these fraudsters come and they attempt to test your controls, that they're actually making you and your platform better. Wow.
That's right.
What an amazing perspective to have. Definitely a paradigm shift.
Yeah, and I think to get a business going and to build a safe place for people to conduct business, you have to have that mentality. If you don't, you'll just keep spinning your wheels. At the end of the day, the buck stops with you, the founder. It is going to be your responsibility to make it better and make it right.
Yeah, you got that right. And like you said, the world will come and spank you if you don't take ownership for it.
That's right.
I love it. Bryan, thank you so much for all you've shared today. You've taken 2 businesses from 0 to multiple millions. You've done it safely, you've done it effectively, and you've got a template in place for all of us to follow. Just great best practices for how to do business and how to do it safely. Thank you so much for all the wisdom you've shared with us today. We appreciate the great things you've done and then the struggles you had to overcome to get there. Those of us who are entrepreneurs know that it isn't always easy. So congratulations. Number one, kudos, and I salute you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, V. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, absolutely. Superhero without a cape. Bryan Clayton.